Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, myself22 here, back with another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Now you've seen how the last episode ended, and I'm questioning what is YouTube's terms of service. Because I'm allowed to show Sayori in that position, but I wasn't able to upload my part 9 of Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's why part 10 was up when there was no part 9 for like a couple days before I deleted it. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so Sayori's gone, and in our place is a glitched out Monica. And the start is all glitched out as well. With all the files that had the happy thoughts thing. Yeah. So in this playthrough I'll be going Yuri. Yeah, I'll be going Yuri because I'm not going for the lolly. Yeah, I'm just not going for the lolly. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Whoa! Music and the lyric and the caption. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalks and let Evzra catch up to me. Whoa! Oh, come on. That was jamming out. Huh. So that got the start a new game trophy, but not the first time I played through. Okay, makes sense. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. The mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. But I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Again, same. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with them. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Dylan? What the fuck? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Sure, bitch. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. This is the same shit she said in the first playthrough, but that was in the club because we didn't meet Monica until we were in the club. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. The fuck? It's not like she mentioned Sayori or anything. A literature club. Literature? Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry, music, excuse me. I mean, one of the members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hmm. Hey Dylan, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Music, please. I don't like this. I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Give me a minute to get a drink. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Dylan. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Alright, Monica, you've been a bit too on the nose. You need to keep this secret until the end of the game. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. What if I... A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Dylan. All words escape me in this situation. This club, it's full of incredibly cute girls. Got it. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. That's okay. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognise. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Dylan in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. Didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Oh, was Natsuki going on about the fact that she would make cupcakes? I think she is. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Dylan? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Or you could put it the way that there's not enough fucking character models for that shit, so that Monica's not like, you can't say that though. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You give a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Dylan, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read for these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. But not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship. I just realised I said creativity. No, not create. Like I didn't pronounce the T in the middle, and then craftsmanship. I didn't say man as a craft shift. I didn't say the TS. Craftsmanship. Fuck's sake. Craftsmanship. Fuck. I give up. Finding them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through it for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. Suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting? It looked like you were writing a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. Decided to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Dylan? Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But Nan, you sure? Sure dejected eyes? Nancy looks pissed. Monica looks dejected. Yuri looks interested. Like, we're not going to talk about the fact that you're just like, oh. But, I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. That's the one. I'm sorry. Eh. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Dylan. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. You had a fucking member, but you decided to kill the bitch. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. Yes. I've joined the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Dylan? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Dylan, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Stop taking my friends away. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Dylan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehehe. Yeah. Can I really impress the class? Star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, okay. Yes, please. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. So that's obviously talking about Sayori. Jesus. Okay. So it's Yuri, so let's go massacre. Landscape. Disarray. Suicide. Yep. Incongruent. Defeat. Yes. Melancholy. The fuck's melancholy? Existence. Dark. Insight. Yep. Contamination. Yep. Unrestrained. Yep. Fugilant. After image. Whirlwind. Essence. Yes. Intellectual. Yep. Disoriented. Termination. Extraordinary. Fuck! I was going for a perfect poem there. Ambient. Uncanny. Fuck, so close to a perfect poem. Okay. I'm gonna leave that episode here. Please, if you liked it, drop a... I'm gonna leave that episode here. Please, if you liked it, drop a like, and I'll hope to see you in the next episode. Bye. So, went and checked my files, saw this. So this is gonna be a quick, just added on to the end. I'm not gonna do an outro, I'm just gonna show this. There was a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, the artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt. Actually, I'll do a outro because this is so long. All thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through their every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. So that's Monica, right? Yeah? Yeah? What the hell are these dates for? That's one thing I'm questioning. Because it's not February. Oh, but it is July. Is this American dates? Is that what we're going off here? So that's when I've started a new game. So I had that last time. I had that last episode. For some reason that was the only one that popped up. Or that's the only one I paid attention to. What's the picture I got? Is it just a secret poem? No, it's not. So what was it? What? There's a secret. Alright. And with that, I'm going to leave that episode here. Please, if you liked it, drop a like, and I'll hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.